Hey guys, welcome to the World of Meli Upfront for 2018 and 2019. We did one of these last year, but we didn't actually do it in video form. So I thought, how about this year we actually share what we have planned for this year and some of next year. With that said, let's get right into this. So, let's get the big one out of the way. The World of Meli Odyssey. I can safely say, like 95% confirmed, that the movie itself will be coming out this June. We have an itinerary set for the next week or two, about 10 days, that will help me get the movie done quickly. If I don't get what I need to get done for that day, I'll do something, I don't know. I can take about 10 days off without, meeting the goal for that day. But if I meet all these goals for those days, I can get it done this month. And we're so close to finishing it too. I've said it every time I talk about this movie, the movie is almost finished. And when the movie is finished, you will definitely know. When the movie is coming out, we'll have what I'll call a World of Meli movie week. A week full of World of Meli movie and Odyssey movie related videos, including a Did You Know on the Odyssey movie, behind the scenes look at the Odyssey movie, and a live commentary of the first movie, as well as a bunch of other videos about the first movie. I plan on doing an Everything Wrong with the World of Meli movie eventually, and it's all leading up to the World of Meli Odyssey coming the Friday of that week. Now, with that said, that's all I have to talk about the World of Meli Odyssey movie. It's come a long way since its initial announcement in December, so I think we're good here. Now, I know what you're wondering. What's after Odyssey? Well, I already told you what's coming after. I mean, what's after Odyssey, movie-wise. Well, while we of course have Meli Tales of the Void and Circle and Square the movie coming out, as well as at least 2 more movies I haven't announced yet, y'all want a World of Meli movie. Well, I can safely say that the World of Meli movie 3 and the World of Meli movie 4 are coming not very soon at all. In fact, these movies both will release in 2021. It's a 2-part movie event, with the World of Meli movie 3 coming in May 2021, and then the 4th one coming in August 2021. You might be wondering why there's 2 movies coming out in 1 year. That's because this is a 2-part movie. They're both an hour long, so it'd be 2 hours long. It's a 2-part movie event for 2021 that's supposed to conclude the channel as a whole. So, the series finale, if you will. We are a long way from that. Just know that these movies are coming, though. Now, with the World of Meli movies out of the way, and with Odyssey coming in June, thank God, let's move on to what's coming after Odyssey. Not just those movies, what's actually coming out. What's next for World of Meli after Odyssey? Well, the next saga, of course. We're on the Odyssey saga. Next is the Tournament of Smash saga. The Tournament of Smash saga, I would reveal some major details about the saga, but that would kind of spoil Odyssey, wouldn't it? So here are the sparse details about this saga. It's going to be a huge Smash Bros. 3DS tournament between me and Devin to decide the fate of both channels. We have 10 fighters for each team, some unexpected on mine and some unexpected on his. If you remember back last year, we did this series called M vs. D, as well as M vs. D2, a bunch of gameplay videos featuring me and Devin. That's what this is based on. And it's going to play a huge role in the actual story when it comes to World of Meli. The first 2 videos after Odyssey are both half-hour specials dealing with the aftermath of the movie's ending to set up the tournament. The end of the movie will impact the channel forever, and it will change the story up as we know it. This saga will actually introduce the first of 7 powerful artifacts that are set in stone the story of the channel for the next 4 years, up until the finale movies that I talked about earlier. We'll give more details on this saga after Odyssey releases and during the summer update coming later this month. Wow, it's June already, huh? Next, let's take a quick look at Pikmin 3, the next Let's Play. I know what you're thinking. Meli, wasn't Rhythm Heaven Megamix supposed to be the last Let's Play? I mean, it's literally called Rhythm Heaven Megamix, the final Let's Play. And you were right. Rhythm Heaven Megamix was intended to be the last Let's Play, but it actually did really well. And while I still agree that I can't really do Let's Plays anymore on this channel because of my focus on animation and animated content, I can do one per year. So I've decided every summer we're going to do one Let's Play. And I've already decided the one next year, so don't ask me anything. Unless you guess the game I'm going to play next year. And this year we're going to do Pikmin 3. It's still happening. We're going to give more details on this, of course, during the summer update. I have 2 of the episodes recorded, and we're getting it done. Next, let's talk about the big one for this year, Circle and Square. If you don't know, I created Circle and Square back in 2008 in the form of a really poorly drawn comic strip. You gotta understand I was 5 at the time. So this makes this year the 10th anniversary for Circle and Square, and I want to go out with a bang for this one. The remaining 13 episodes of Season 1 will air Mondays and Fridays starting sometime in July as part of the Summer Shape Spectacular. I wanted to do this because I want to get Season 1 out of the way, because everything after that is going to be really interesting. During those 13 episodes, we'll be in the Shapeland and Space arc, where Shapeland basically gets abducted and taken to the center of the universe. Why, you may ask? Well, you're going to have to watch the episodes and find out. The first of these 13 episodes will be called Welcome to Shape Company. It's a really lighthearted episode dealing with the aftermath of the previous episode, To the Top, which was the end of the Wrath of the Wand arc. It takes place about a month afterwards. And these will be the first episodes of Circle and Square not to be animated with Flipnote Studio 3D, but instead with Adobe Flash, including that new, intro I made during way back months. It will still be animated at 4 frames per second, sadly. You can't change that. And of course, since Season 1 is the first, season, we're going to go out with a bang. The final episode of the season is called The Fate of the Universe Parts 1 and 2. It will be a half-hour special, the first of its kind for Circle and Square. And the longest episode so far in the series is about 14 minutes, so you already know that we're gonna do this. But hey, before we move on to other things about Circle and Square, including the next seasons, there's a special episode in the Shapeland and Space arc called Throwback Galaxy. And it's a special crossover with the very first series I've ever made on this channel, Super Flat Adventures. And we're planning some pretty horrible jokes when it comes to the series' cancellation after 1 episode. But just know that a crossover between Circle and Square and Super Flat Adventures is happening. I'm gonna keep that series alive for as long as possible. Next, let's talk about Season 2 of Circle and Square, which it was renewed for back when the, series first aired. I initially renewed Seaside the series and Circle and Square for 2 seasons each, both with about 20 episodes. Initially we had 13, but hey, what can you do? I want Season 2 to begin airing at the end of this year, and I want to try to air Season 2 monthly throughout 2019. I want to get back into the monthly schedule after this whole weekly business. And the first arc is called Secrets of the Cube. It will be hear me out. It will be inspired by the SpongeBob movie Sponge Out of Water story. we're having the shapes go into the human dimension to undo the apocalypse brought upon their world by a villain named Pirate, who had a little twist on him that I hope you'll watch the episodes to find out. But he's a live-action pirate, he favors Ren, and he's of course going to be played by me since we don't have any other live-action actors here. And much of the first half of Season 2 will be live-action, so it's going to be very weird when the animation comes to, you know, the live-action world. Meaning that we're going to have to record it at 24 frames per second during the live-action parts. So, look forward to that. And I know what you're thinking. What if that Circle and Square and Seaside crossover you announced last year? That's still happening. The Circle and Square vs. Seaside event is still happening, I can confirm this. It will take place after Secrets of the Cube. And it will span 4 episodes, but we're going to have them air all at once as a 45-minute crossover event. Meaning there's going to be about, I want to say, a 2 or 3 month hiatus before that happens. That's all I have to say about Season 2 of Circle and Square. But speaking of Seaside, how are we going to make this work if there are characters from a cancelled series, and basically who are they? Well, we have a solution, and we announced this at the end of last year. There's going to be a Seaside webcomic coming soon. I cancelled Seaside the animated series because time restraints, it didn't get enough views, you know, that stuff. I've decided I can't really focus on multiple projects at a time. Just look at me now. The Odyssey movie was supposed to come out in March. Remember that? That was funny, huh? Well, the Seaside webcomic is going to be much easier. We're going to have 1 chapter per week, and it's coming this fall. It's going to tell what Seaside the series was going to tell. Like, literally, the first few chapters are just the episodes I had in my, like, you know, not my head, like Drive and stuff. Like, all the episodes I had written out. That's literally the first few chapters. Now that we have all that out of the way, let's get into something special, huh? We're gonna end this off with a bang. The world of Meli's story has been going on for about 5 years now. We've had the classic saga, which wasn't really a story, it was just all the videos up until the summer of last year. Then we had the Summer Bash saga, which is the first saga where there were hints of a story, and it all ended with the first World of Meli movie and our first major antagonist, Chevron, of course. And currently we're in the Odyssey saga, which is the most story-driven saga up to this point, and it's about to get crazy after this saga. And Chevron the Zebra has of course kidnapped Dwayne The Rock at this point, and we're going to end it with a bang with the Odyssey movie, which is supposed to conclude all the loose ends up to this point. And then after this we have the Tournament of Smash saga, which is going to deal with the aftermath of the Odyssey movie, and will deal with an impending threat of erasure of the World of Meli channel, or the whatever the hell Devon's up to nowadays. And then we have a few stories after that, and then we're getting to this big one. The World of Meli's story is about to expand into something universal. There are so many stories to tell as this universe is growing rapidly. But coming very soon, this universe is about to grow even rapidly, or grow immensely, with a huge revelation. Please take a look at this.
Legend tells us one thing. History, another. But every now and then we find something that belongs to both.
We've become part of a bigger world. You just don't know it yet.
We are not men. We are more than that.
We all have such unique abilities. If we band together, we can stop this.
How are you guys planning on meeting that? Together. We'll lose. And we'll do that together too.
Whatever happens today, Just know, we're in the end game now.
Just because I'm a princess doesn't mean I can do anything I want.
I'm sick of everyone lying to me! You guys were right about TKO's power, but I've got a handle on it now. Do you trust me?
What you just saw is a short teaser trailer for the War on the Multiverse saga. I can't give too many details right now. All I can say is, it's going to be the most random crossover in history. My friend Joel Rodriguez, who also helped design a certain character in the Odyssey movie, has his own little thing going on with comic called The Attackers. Follow at some simpleton dude on Instagram, I guess. And he's allowing me to use some of his characters in this, saga, I guess, that's coming next year. It was a bit of a joke at first, and then we got serious about it. So, this is literally going to be the most crazy crossover ever. So much things you won't be able to expect. I mean, who would expect the Powerpuff Girls to team up with Kratos from the God of War series, as well as my characters being in there too? It's going to be crazy. With all that out of the way, let's end this off with some short updates on some projects that you probably noticed were missing from the presentation. Meli, Tales of the Void, and Circle and Square the movies are sadly not coming this year. So much production hiatuses that I explained in the last update, it's just impossible for them both to come out this year, especially Tales of the Void. So both of them are coming 2019. However, I can say that Meli, Tales of the Void will come at the beginning of the year, Q1, like January to March or something like that, with Circle and Square the movie aiming for December release. And that's it for this presentation. I hope you enjoyed these announcements. I certainly didn't. I'm just gonna say, I knew all this, so it wasn't really amusing to me. It was amusing to announce it though. I hope you like the surprises. And this probably really poorly edited video. I'm pretty sure the sound quality's bad too. Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this summer on World of Meli. Anyway, see you guys in the summer update, and hopefully a video before that, because wow, have you noticed every single time I try to come back to YouTube, a company blocks the video? Like, this has happened twice now. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Seriously, it's a problem though. I'm trying, okay? Give me some time.